most peaceful country in the Caribbean, according to Global Peace Index. And when I look and see, I don't get it. Me no know this you call delusion, you know. The delusion of grandeur. Horace Chang is coming out to tell the people of the world that Jamaica is the most peaceful country in the Caribbean, according to the Global Peace Index. I would love to see their strategy, how they arrive at this. Because if my memory serves me, I know me see it somewhere last week, say 14 bodies were found. When they no find bone, they find some afloat, some in a bush. 14 bodies were found last week. How much in a St. Elizabeth, how much here, so how much this. I don't understand. These people keep. And the people, you and I know the truth. So when we see these headlines, Valencia say one found in Portland. How the government arrive with these statistics, I don't know. But they prey on the minds of many to run with these headlines, to deceive and continue to fool. But many will not be deceived in this time. Sandy Solid, you know, easy. Me say the man say, Jamaica is the most peaceful country in the Caribbean. And the Observer have it up on front page. Trying to deceive who they can. But I want to ask Horace Chang this morning, because I saw he made reference to the TCN, the third country nationals that they would have agreed to allow to come here. And he's saying that Jamaica will not be a safe haven for criminals and dismissing fears over the TCN deportees. But I want to say to Horace Chang, Jamaica will not be a safe haven, of course, for criminals, but it surely have been very safe for you thus far. Hey, Horace Chang? Yeah, Jamaica will not be a safe haven for criminals. We get that. But so far, it has been very safe for you. Not true? Huh? You never come out and tell the country say the MOU is a public document. So if it's a public document, why is it that up to now it cannot be tabled in Parliament? Remember when the member for South St. Catherine, Fitz-Jackson, asked, other members would have asked, will it be tabled? And you said it is a public document. According to you. So if it is a public document, how you can table it so people can read what in the MOU for themselves? Because so far, this government has failed miserably to explain the stipulations between Washington and Kingston. And when I look and see the three doctors who came out, Dr. Chang, Dr. Andrew Holness, and Dr. Dana Dixon, all three of them with the doctoral degree behind them name, cannot explain a simple diplomatic note to the country. None of the three with the doctoral degrees and the doctorate behind them name cannot come out and explain the stipulations within. No, me want to know. I could understand the ordinary MP or a councillor or, you know, a regular citizen of this country. But when you have doctorate behind your name, it means that you would have achieved in life. Yeah? So I want to ask the three of them will have the big doctoral degree and the doctor sitting them back of them name. Dr. Andrew Holness, Dr. Dana Dixon, and Dr. Horace Chang that came out. Yeah? Morning, Opal. Opal, WhatsApp me quick. When I get the time, you darling? Yes, I need to call you when we wrap up my program. The three doctors doctoral degree we say them achieve. Up to now, they cannot explain what are the terms and agreements to accepting the 10,000 nationals. Huh? And this man is going to put it out there declaring that Jamaica is the most peaceful country in the Caribbean. The delusion of grandeur continues, and many will be tricked and deceived if they don't learn to read. I want to know which Jamaica they're living in. How is it that these people arrive at these conclusions to put these kind of headlines out there? How? I've seen countries like Dominica and St. Kitts with 3 murders for the year, 5 for the year. How is it that Jamaica is the most peaceful country in the Caribbean? These people will look you straight into your face and tell a bold-faced lie and expect you to believe them. But Horace Chang, you said that Jamaica will not be a safe haven for criminals, and I agree. We don't need no more criminals than what we have. But when you look at the reality, Horace Chang, it has been very safe for you thus far. Jamaica has been very safe for you, sir. Not true. For you in particular, you are declaring that Jamaica will not be a safe haven for criminals, and rightfully so. But be that as it may, it has been very safe for you thus far, Dr. Horace Chang. Not true? God is good, I laugh. No, it's just the truth. Jamaica will not be a safe haven for the criminals, and he is dismissing the fears over the third country national deportees. But so far, Jamaica have been very safe for you, Horace Chang. Huh? Can you imagine? Jamaica has been very safe for you thus far, Horace Chang. Well, Jamaica, I don't know how to explain it to you guys any further this morning. Anybody growing up as a child used to listen to Audrey FM? One man used to come on early morning on my way to school named Ran Mushet. Who remember Ran Mushet? Anybody remember one radio program? I was a real Jamaica. Which station again? The station out of Ochi. One station out of Ochi, man. RJR. Alright, one man used to depend it name Ran Mushet. Me remember Ran Mushet in the morning. A very good program. Every radio in the morning used to have on Ran Mushet. He was full of vibes. I think him still depend radio, but me not think him depend RFM anymore. But Ran Mushet was that leading figure. But let me tell you something, Jamaica. Ran Mushet spoke on this third country national and the MOU that was signed and the ministers and who involved. And I want you to listen to what Ran Mushet said over the airwaves, Jamaica. Let us listen to what Ran Mushet have to say about this government, the Jamaica Labour Party, and how they handle this TCN and the proposal. Listen to Ran Mushet, students. Listen this.
The United States, according to Marco Rubio,
to your countries, will you do that as a favor to us? And the further away from America, the better, so they can't come back across the border.
and according to the Jamaican government, we're getting the best of them. We're not getting the worst. We're getting the Hey, where do people come from, Rasta?
Why are you bringing to Jamaica the most despicable, pedophiles, and dangerous people that your MOU has brought?
To turn off your mic. You heard what you said? Why is the government of Jamaica choosing to bring Rubio's pedophile and despicable people? That is the position of the People's National Party.
No, Jamaica. We hear the man say, we're looking somewhere to send the most despicable, like pedophiles, like the most despicable, like the scum of the earth. We're looking somewhere to dump them. And we're looking for countries to take them. Next thing we hear is our country will be taking them. When we say, hold if you take them, then our country's leaders say, shut up, man. You're blowing this out of proportion. We're getting the best people. Like the best people that America wants to get, those are the ones that we're going to get. Oh, then why didn't you say that, Mr. Prime Minister? Why didn't you say that, Minister of Security? I thought we're getting the worst. We're getting the best ones. The productive ones. Wow.
We've been living on the cloud ever since revolution been around.
It's not even funny, you know. It's not even funny at all, Jamaica. It's not even funny at all. Oh, no, realize say that everybody dumb and fool like the labor rights them. Huh? This thing has now become something big than I don't even know, Auntie Morning Darling. This thing has become something so big, and you cannot blame anybody but the Jamaica Labour Party and this government. Because when we start to hear about this, about 2-3 weeks ago, and we have not heard Marlon Morgan how him love chat and love present him body. And we no hear Marlon Morgan, we no hear Abka Fitz, and we no hear none of them come out, come address this, and they watch it escalate. And now Jamaica, after 3 weeks, Audrey Marks is going to come out. I don't know who go cook up something now and gear and tell her say it is safe to come out now and speak. Morning Nicola Rooms. I don't know who go cook up something now and write a speech, give her. But she has been the accused, and we haven't heard anything from her. What we heard is the Prime Minister come out to come spin. We hear Dana Dixon come out to come spin. And equally, it's 3 of them, Andrew, Dana Dixon, and another one. 3 of them come out, come speak on the matter. And up to now, we haven't heard from the accused, the member for Northeast Manchester, Audrey Marks. And let me tell you something, Jamaica. When you see the United States come out and set the record straight, as bad as they want to portray the United States, we rather believe the US, yes, than what our very own government is trying to tell us. Yes, we rather believe the United States than what our government is trying to tell us. Because after all of this mess came out, we wanted to hear from the minister, Audrey Marks, because remember they accused her, say as she go America go make that deal. Yes? Canadian girl says she will be on Nationwide this morning. Of course she go over Nationwide. She don't have nowhere else to make her voice heard. Certainly, where she should have made her voice heard is in the nation's parliament. You see, she that for sure says she don't respect the people of this country, and the Labour Party. Because something of this national importance, they cannot address the parliament or address the nation. They have to go on the station that will spin things. So of course she will be going on Nationwide. That is the only place that will lend their voice and give her the voice to put out the misinformation. But Jamaican people are not fool. Not everyone is as dumb as the Jamaica Labour Party. And I'm saying all of that to say this, Jamaica. Now that Audrey Marks come break her silence, yeah? This time, she's saying that The Gleaner, yeah, has caused her to receive several death threats. Let me tell you something in Jamaica. You see, nationwide, this is a not, you see how long Audrey Marks sit on one side and not come out, come say nothing. Because she knew that there is no justification. Because the United States would have come out and made a statement. And because they know when it come on to diplomatic relationship, you're not supposed to be saying this out public. In a back and forth, it's going to make Washington look bad. And it's going to make Washington look like them, you know? So, the Jamaican government come out in this manner. Remember, Washington would have already responded. Washington say, we make the proposal to them. I mean, I think Washington would have come out, come lie. You understand? However, Audrey Marks and the Labour Party, after 3 weeks, have decided to break their silence on the matter. And so Jamaica, them sit on one side and them cook up one story. And when I hear Audrey Marks open her mouth and I go say, the Gleaner. Yeah, the Gleaner is the one that broke that story with the diplomatic note and let the country know what was happening. Because remember, they would have hid it from us. We never know. So thank God for the Gleaner. The Gleaner let us know what was happening. And Audrey Marks came out and tell us, yeah, that the Gleaner has caused her to receive several death threats due to the media. Reports linking her to the TCN deal. Once again, Nationwide News Network, yeah, trying to spin a story. Morning, Empress Madge from St. Bartholomew. Big up on yourself, St. Bart's people. Can you imagine? So them go one side and they don't know what to tell the people. So then wait this time now. If you cook up a story and come and make it seems like people and Gleaner they send threats to this woman. This is what Nationwide does. They spin things hoping to create some form of tension from it. But it will not work because the people have come to the realization. Thank you, Auntie Dawn. The people have come to the realization that this government has hid something from us for quite a while now. And thanks to the Gleaner for breaking the story so we know. No amount of damage control can take back the damage that have already been done. The most vile, the most vicious, the most despicable people will be sent here thanks to the member Audrey Marks that went to the United States and make such an agreement between Washington and Kingston. And now that it has been made public before them come to the public, they're trying now to do some form of damage control. The damage has already been done. Huh? And if so be the case, Jamaica, and Audrey Marks is reporting that she get threats and people are create accounts and people are do this and I want to ask the Labour Party this morning, where is the Jamaica Constabulary Force to issue a probe into this matter? And why is it that is Nationwide News Network getting these claims and not the JCF? And then I come out, me see it on them page, say the lady I get death threats linking her to the TCN deal. If she get death threats, why a Nationwide a spin and a put it out there? Why is it that the Jamaica Constabulary Force not come make a statement, say yes, we have evidence, we have proof of persons sending death threat to this woman? This is a story them sit down for 3 weeks and cook up and come now with the bull to come tell the people them, but the ass already gone through the gate. My mother said, now them are going to eat the Gleaner. Them did say Gleaner lend PNP money for campaign last year. Me now go look for no conspiracy theory. Everybody know, excuse me, the truth. Yeah? Jim King Jim King? Jim King? Are you hearing me, Jim King? I'm not sure if you are hearing, but if you notice, I am on a particular topic. Audrey Mark and the TCN deal. So for you to come over here and tell me, say, ISAT this and ISAT saying love Juliet, and which part you see ISAT show Nikisha Burchell under the bus? Moderator, deal with them kind of people over here for me now, please. I will not be sidetracked. None of you no come over here, come say anything where my party is concerned. Alright? So Jim King, your time expired over here, so we're not done. I'm going to block you. I've had it. Thank you, moderator. Now, students, let's focus. I cannot understand, yeah, that this woman, Audrey Marks, is going to make such claims. Say people that send threats to her concerning this deal. No police don't come out with that, come say it, but nationwide I report it. This is a carefully orchestrated plan, because them realize that the nation is against the government based on this TCN deal. So they don't know what we can tell the people them. So then come now with some cock and bull story trying to make Audrey Mark look like she did something that was good, and them trying to make it throw cold water on what she was trying to do in the US. Yeah? She's saying that she believed that the Gleaner report was written in a manner that omitted key details in order to stir controversy. Here, yeah. She is now trying to play the victim after the damages has already been done. Thank you, League of My Own. But the diplomatic note from Washington was clear. And all of this can be put to rest, Jamaica. All of this can be put to rest if this government come clean to the people and table the MOU. Simply, Simply. Remember that Fitzjackson asked Horace Chang in Parliament whether them are going to make the MOU public. And Chang said it is a public document. So if it is a public document, yeah, why is it that they can't table it? You know the reason why they can't table it? Because what Audrey Marks come say is totally different from what Horace Chang say, and likewise Dana Morris Dixon. So the three of them would have looked like a complete idiot, which is exactly what is happening. Chang says something different, Andrew says something different, Dana Dixon come say something different in an attempt to protect Audrey Marks. But now Audrey Marks come now, who is the victim, and trying to play the victim when we know the truth. Based on the evidence brought against us, where the US Embassy had to intervene and made a statement. Let me look, because I don't want to tell no lie for nobody over here, So let me look for my evidence, because this is where persons are going to get the truth and the facts over here. Alright, so let me just look and see what United States said. The US diplomatic note. A diplomatic note from the United States Embassy in Kingston, shared with the Gleaner last month in June, stated that Audrey Marks, the former ambassador to the United States and minister without portfolio in the office of the Prime Minister with responsibility for efficiency, innovation, and digital transformation, made the proposal for a third country national arrangement that could have Jamaica receive up to 10,000 third country nationals from the US. This is the evidence in front of us in Jamaica. So how is it that the Jamaica Labour Party is going to come out and say otherwise, and allowing state media like Nationwide to spin? You cannot spin the truth. What Horace Chang said is totally different from what Dana Morris Dixon said and from what Andrew Holness said. And here we have the culprit on the screen. Audrey Marks, after 3 weeks, you have been accused of going to Washington to make such a bad deal to take on 10,000 criminals into Jamaica. And for 3 weeks, you sat there and allowed people to spin it and speak for you. And now they have destroyed and damaged your reputation. 3 weeks later, you coming out now to give your side of the story. This not look good, Audrey Mark. Who are we supposed to believe when you, the victim, would have sat there and allowed your government to speak for you? And now, after the horse gone through the gate, you now want to come paint us a story and send a message as if we are to bite? This is what we are going after, what the United States said. And the United States said that you, Audrey Mark, made the proposal for a third country national arrangement that would have Jamaica receive up to 10,000 third country national from the US. That is what the United States diplomatic note says. So how you going to come out, Audrey Mark, and say otherwise? Well, Jamaica, I want you to listen to the claim made by Audrey Mark, and then we are going to get into it. Listen to what Audrey Marks in her defense come say. Because them kind of people are I don't even know what to refer them as. Listen to what this woman said in her defense. Listen this on CVM.
So let me make 4 points today to connect the dots and clarify the outset. The recent media reports conflating a request from the USA government to facilitate the transit of third country nationals from the USA to their country of origin with a proposal I had made to get skilled workers to Jamaica. My proposal was a structured migration program for Jamaica's economic development.
When the then ambassador to the United States first heard the manifesto of the Trump presidency in July 2024, the now Minister of Efficiency, Innovation and Digital Transformation, Audrey Marks, says she was made aware of factors that suggested a radical shift in America's migration policy, namely the mass deportation of undocumented persons, a development that could have a profound impact on Jamaica if not managed properly.
The third country nationals TCU MOU was leaked before it was finalized. It has not been operationalized, so there are no persons deported to Jamaica apart from Jamaicans. Moreover, importantly, the MOU stipulates that persons with criminal convictions will not be allowed in Jamaica. As soon as the TCN MOU is finalized, as with all other bilateral agreements, there will be a full press briefing and what is finalized will be shared. But we are not there yet.
The former ambassador to the United States makes it clear that the TCN proposal originated entirely from the Trump administration. After 6 months of negotiations, according to the Prime Minister and the Minister of National Security and Peace, she says the MOU is still being finalized. However, she also says bringing criminals into Jamaica who are from the US is not an option being considered by the Jamaican government.
So there's not any mass migration to Jamaica. Its full operationalization is not yet complete, so the full information on how it will work is still being worked out. So the constant calls for details of what has not been finalized is not making sense. Very clearly, with all the noise that is going on, what should be known is that it's non-negotiable that Jamaica would be taking criminals into the country. That is not in the MOU.
The voice of Audrey Marks. Let me just tell you what is happening here, Jamaica. The Jamaica Labour Party is clearly, this is not even a conundrum, you know. What we are witnessing here is a clear lack of professionals within the Jamaica Labour Party. How can you send Audrey Marks go America to go make a deal on the behalf of the Prime Minister and on the behalf of the Minister of National Security when her portfolio has nothing to do with national security and the safety of this country? Huh? Me not understand Jamaica. The woman say what she go America go strike deal with is to get skilled workers to come here. But me want to ask Jamaica. Yeah? Me really want to ask Audrey Marks. If so be the case, Audrey. Yeah? If so be the case. These undocumented persons. Yeah? In the US. I want to know if them have papers. Because the country where them left from and walk cross oceans to go there. That means they must have a passport. They must have a visa from them country to go there. So I want to ask whether or not them have them papers. Them have them work. Them are skilled persons where you are. Since as you say, it no have nothing to do with no despicable, no criminals, no nothing. These individuals where you say are come here are giving you the benefit of the doubt, you know. Audrey Mark, you say your deal where you sign with them is to bring skilled persons to come here. Alright. Make we be fair and give her the benefit of the doubt. What are the nationalities of these persons, Audrey Mark? No, me want to ask Audrey the nationalities of these skilled persons where she say because of the mass deportation which Trump put in place, she want to capitalize on it, so we want to bring some skilled laborers to Jamaica. We understand that, right? But if you listen to what she say, you know, if you listen carefully, I want to ask if persons outside of the Commonwealth, yeah, must also apply for work permit first before, not true? Under what system are you going to carry them here, Audrey? I want to ask her under what system she are going to use to carry them here. Because we could understand the Commonwealth where persons may not need certain requirements to come here. But based on what this MOU seek to outline, persons from outside of our Commonwealth will be deported. And so I want to ask, what system, under what, remember I'll give her the benefit of the doubt, you know, like how she say, her proposal was to get skilled workers here and not no 10,000 deportees that are criminals. So we want to ask you, Audrey, what are the nationalities of these persons that you seek to come here? And under what system are you going to carry them here? Because if it is similar to the US H1 visa system, why would you have them? Yeah? Who would have already have them visa to the United States? Why would you have them coming here? It not add up and it not clear. And when you look at what she said to make it clear, this is her statement, you know, as she continued to deceive the nation. To make it clear, the third country national request originate in the United States. You hear this again? To make it clear, the TCN request originated in the United States. But here we have the United States. I said that a diplomatic note from the US Embassy in Kingston shared with the Gleaner stated that Audrey Marks, the ambassador to US, yeah, made the proposal for a third country national arrangement that would have Jamaica receive up to 10,000 third country nationals from the United States. So here we have the United States Embassy and make it categorically clear Say, are we Jamaica go up there go make the proposal? So how Audrey Marks a come, yeah, after 3 weeks? And I say, just to make it clear, this TCN request was originated in the United States. Jamaica, I am putting it to you this morning. Based on the Jamaica Labour Party and the governance of this country, who would you likely to believe? The current Jamaica Labour Party government or that of Washington? Because we not get no clarity from the Prime Minister. We not understand nothing we come out of Dana Dixon mouth, and we certainly not understand Horace Chang point that he tried to make in Parliament. But what we do understand clearly is the diplomatic note that the United States Embassy put out. But what we are getting from Jamaica is a set of misconstrued cover-up. Can we ask for the memorandum to be tabled so we can read and understand for ourselves? Eh? I don't understand this woman, Kemisha. They continue to misinform and spin. Eh? All of this can be avoided, if these people make the MOU tabled in Parliament. But they cannot make it tabled because they know what they would have told us is totally different from what is in that report. And you know what is not going to happen, Jamaica? Them a say one thing, Washington a say one thing. The United States is more professional than us. So don't look to see the United States respond to Jamaica a second time. And Jamaica knows that. That is the reason why you see them come out and I make it seems like said the United States Embassy got it all wrong. But the question I want to ask, pick sense out of nonsense, Jamaica. You think America would have been so stupid if you see something in front of them that clearly say we want to be in an agreement to bring skilled workers to Jamaica and make a mistake and say we want to bring 10,000 third country national deportees? It is a proposed. Me not think United States would have been so wicked if you see a distinct difference and choose the latter. Eh? No, according to the Labour Party and according to Audrey Marks and according to them, they want to make it seem as though America make a mistake and construed the two incidents. But how can America make such a mistake? Yeah? And conflate two different matters. America said that we make the proposal to accept the 10,000 deportees. And Audrey Marks is saying that her proposal had nothing to do with that. It had to do with bringing skilled workers to Jamaica. Me not understand how America could have made such a mistake. The embassy at that, who has a track record of verifying people, document and information. I don't get it. Eh? Me not understand. And if America would have made a mistake, according to the Jamaica Labour Party and Audrey Marks, you guys would have signed a memorandum of understanding. So if America make a mistake and you sign to it, then no, sister, you know what's America, Jamaica. No, make we stoop to the level, look, since everybody are idiot. Make we stoop down to the idiotic level the Labour Party has brought this country to. If America made a mistake, and that mistake is in a memorandum of understanding, and you as the Jamaican government sign that MOU, and for some reason it get leaked before Uno put it to the public, what does that say about the government of this country? Huh? In Escobar, I see him, so they could have signed with the people them life in the country for true. According to... Make us see if I can make you hear what this woman have to say, because I don't want to tell no lie and them and make it look further bad, I don't want she look worse than how she's looking this morning, So I want you guys to clearly listen once again to Audrey Marks in her entirety, in her defense and explanation, and then we are going to break it down even further. You will listen to this. I think this one comes from TVJ. Listen to this woman once again.
Minister without portfolio in the office of the Prime Minister, Ambassador Audrey Marks, has broken her silence on the controversial third country national proposal. Speaking at the National Corporate Consultation on Workforce Alignment and Jamaica's Economic Competitiveness at the Institute for Workforce Education and Development, she suggested there are efforts to damage her reputation.
It's the first time the minister without portfolio in the office of the Prime Minister, Ambassador Audrey Marks, has spoken publicly on the TCN matter after the leaked diplomatic note. On the 10,000 figure,
We are not crazy. Certainly, I am not mad. I will not go to the United States to do any proposal for taking in 10,000 criminals. And what bothers me is that somehow this seems to have gained traction.
she says at first she thought there was a genuine conflation of the TCN Memorandum of Understanding with
You hear what the woman say? The woman say she no crazy and she no mad. So if you no crazy and you no mad, Audrey Marks, are you proposing that the United States Embassy is crazy and mad? No, if you no crazy, you know, and you no mad, then that means that you are casting aspersions on the United States Embassy. Say you're them crazy and are them mad. Help me make it make sense, Jamaica.
another proposal she developed in March 2025 when she was Jamaica's ambassador to recruit skilled workers. But then,
when the sequence of documents became clearer, it was evident that the public had been left with a deliberate, incomplete, and misleading picture. It was evident that there was an attempt to do some character assassination. And it is important to note that the person who leaked the information about MOU being signed in the public domain had access to the MOU itself and could have released the MOU.
You hear that? The person. The person. You hear what she said? The person, you know. And she went on further to say that the person have the MOU and could also put out the MOU as well. So that means Audrey know who would have given the information to the gleaner. Huh? She said the person, you know. So she knew who have access to the, and she went on to say that the person also have the MOU as well. The person. He gets worse.
That would have debunked some of these allegations. There also had other documents, including the proposal that I had made and that showed how a structured work program would work and how the numbers could be increased. None of those documents were released in the public domain. So this was, again, a deliberate effort to confuse and to cause panic in the country. We need to understand the difference between scrutiny and character assassination. There's a difference between questioning a policy and manufacturing a false personal allegation. And when persons go online to threaten, defame, or allege that a foreign government is bribing a sitting member of the government, they are no longer engaged in ordinary political commentary. So when persons use private accounts or private channels to coordinate public harm, to spread allegations with no evidence, no basis, and no truth, they must understand that they will be held accountable.
Cameron White, TVJ News.
Jamaica people don't sit down good. Don't sit down good. Because Audrey Marks say there will be repercussions for persons with them channel for putting out information that is damaging and destroying. So me want to ask, what we are do wrong per social media? Eh? Eh? What the bloggers them a do? What TVJ or CVM have done wrong? Other than put out a diplomatic... Let me ask you something. Well, me can't talk for nobody else, but me can certainly talk for myself. What me over here said they do wrong? No, the diplomatic note when the United States Embassy put out me a talk about. Eh? So how Audrey Marks has say people create them channel and create them page and I put out the... No, me never hear that part there, you know. Me have to listen it one more time because this a woman ya come out now, come further sing for herself and our government. Me want to listen it one more time again because me no believe what come out of this a woman mouth. What you say?
Minister without portfolio in the office of the Prime Minister, Ambassador Audrey Marks, has broken her silence on the controversial third country national proposal. Speaking at the National Corporate Consultation on Workforce Alignment and Jamaica's Economic Competitiveness at the Institute for Workforce Education and Development, she suggested there are efforts to damage her reputation.
It's the first time the minister without portfolio in the office of the Prime Minister, Ambassador Audrey Marks, has spoken publicly on the TCN matter after the leaked diplomatic note. On the 10,000 figure,
We are not crazy. Certainly, I am not mad. I will not go to the United States to do any proposal for taking in 10,000 criminals. And what bothers me is that somehow this seems to have gained traction.
she says at first that she thought there was a genuine conflation of the TCN Memorandum of Understanding with another proposal she developed in March 2025 when she was Jamaica's ambassador to recruit skilled workers. But then,
When the sequence of documents became clearer, it was evident that the public had been left with a deliberate, incomplete, and misleading picture. It was evident that there was an attempt to do some character assassination. And this is important to note that the person who leaked the information about MOU being signed in the public domain had access to the MOU itself and could have released the MOU that would have debunked some of these allegations. They also had other documents, including the proposal that I had made and that structure has shown how a structured work program would work and how the numbers could be increased. None of those documents were released in the public domain. So this was again a deliberate effort to confuse and to cause panic in the country. We need to understand the difference between scrutiny and character assassination. There's a difference between questioning a policy and manufacturing a false personal allegation. And when persons go online to threaten, defame, or allege that a foreign government is bribing a sitting member of the government, they are no longer engaged in ordinary political commentary. So when persons use private accounts or private channels to coordinate public harm, to spread allegations with no evidence, no basis, and no truth, they must understand that they will be held accountable.
Cameron White, TVJ News.
When persons use private channels and private domain to put out things that are inaccurate and have no proof and have no basis, they will be held accountable. So, but Miss Marks, with all due respect, what more proof you want than the United States Embassy proof we say you approach them with this TCN deal? What more proof? What make you not call the person name? I wonder if the person you refer to is the US Embassy. Because you said the person also have the MOU. So that means Washington, who is acting on the behalf, of Kingston, in this case, the US Embassy. I wonder if the US Embassy in Kingston you are referred to as the person. The person also have access to the MOU and they could have released the MOU, but they choose to release only that part about the TCN 10,000. I wonder if America and the US Embassy she are referred to as the person. But Audrey, no, Jamaica, me can't understand this woman here. It's sometimes you see Jamaica, it is best we keep our mouth closed on certain matters, you know. Because you see, she has sat there for 3 weeks, not a word from her. And somebody wrote a speech and give it to her and she carry it go away name Terra Nova. Go make one big speech. And you see now, Audrey Marks has now put her own foot in her mouth. Audrey Marks, you said that Jamaica was approached on the 2nd of January to consider facilitating third country nationals being removed from the United States. But me not think America would be so wicked. If you see Jamaica no no light, we not no electric. Remember the 2nd of January, you know, the amount of people still in a darkness in Jamaica. Why would the United States come a day after the New Year's and come tell the Jamaican government make them a proposal? They not care how America wicked could have never see we now with dial trials down here. And I put forth them at the 2nd of January 2026. But based on the diplomatic note, Audrey, America is saying, yeah? Say, are you when you come America? No, last year you come America. Wasn't it last year? 2025. She got to the United States and had a sit down with them. America say when you come over there. So how you are going to say is the 2nd of January this year 2026. America have them things more structured and organized than you, Audrey. How you mean that since the 2nd of January America approached Jamaica with the TCN deal? What make America would see Jamaica they recover from one hurricane a day after New Year's Day and put them at trial and destruction to them if you take on 10,000 deportee? Audrey Marks, you think now add up, you know, miss? You think now add up? You think now add up, Audrey Marks? This don't look good at all. And it better you did stay quiet and make the spin doctor them with the doctoral degree handle the situation. This is not looking good, Jamaica. This not look good. And here what she come out now come say, asking for sympathy, you know, with an estimated 8.5 million undocumented skilled workers who were likely not to receive residency under the new migrant policies. There was an opportunity for Jamaica to attract persons with skills in technology, infrastructure, and services, and the emerging digital and AI economy, she said. So what this is saying, Jamaica, is that over 8.5 million undocumented skilled workers are in the United States. And because Trump said I'm going to pitch them out of the US and send them back to their country, she realized that you have skilled workers among those 8.5 million. So she went to America, go pitch her idea, yeah? And it is that idea where she pitched them and use for say, but Jamaica no care how America mad, then couldn't confuse the two. There's a difference between skilled workers and 10,000 deportee nationals. No, Jamaica, me not think the US Embassy could have made such a mistake. Me not think say America would have been so careless. The idea was to create a pathway for skilled workers to come to Jamaica, similar in principle to the US H-1 visa, where skill specialized in the US used to be very welcome. Me not understand that statement. Me never hear nobody say very welcomed before. That woman you not me no know. Very welcomed not supposed to use in our sentence, none at all. Me not think nobody speak in the manner if we say very welcomed. I don't know, but there is something wrong with what Audrey Marks is trying to portray. It's not adding up to this moment, 3 weeks later.
That is funny, honey.
The idea was to create a pathway for skilled workers to come to Jamaica, similar in principle to the US H-1 visa, where specialized skills in the US used to be very welcomed. Me not get what she say yes so at all. It no make no sense. But Jamaica, look into this, cause me not think me so fool. Remember, you know, America is the greatest country in the world.
Honey.
Yeah?
That's funny.
America have people from all over the world. Every single country in the world, you have a national in the US. Remember now, Jamaica as an independent country, we are still a part of the Commonwealth. So me can take myself and go Canada and I'm being protected. Me can take myself and go England, I will be protected. Me can take myself and go any of the former British colonies, them in the Caribbean, St. Kitts, Antigua, Trinidad, wherever. Me can take up myself and go down to Australia, New Zealand, because all of these countries are former British colonies. We are a part of the Commonwealth still. So I can understand that, right? But me want to ask Audrey Marks, individuals from around the world who have them visa destined for the US over there in America and seek whatever asylum, right? They are undocumented. Trump want to send them back, but them have their visa and like them enter illegal. Some enter illegal, me understand, say some cross the border. But you have some, let's say Philippines, Nigeria, wherever they come from, a plane they come from, that means they had to have a visa to go there. But for whatever reason, they would have forfeited them visa and decided that they want asylum. Time catch up on them and they are now becoming an undocumented immigrant. Trump want to send them back. So I want to ask Audrey Mark, the skilled workers them that you proposed according to you, what are their nationalities? Because you can't take nobody from Philippines, come to Jamaica. They are not a part of the Commonwealth. So I want to know what agreement, what kind of work permit, what kind of system you are going to use to bring them come here. The 10,000 national where you claim say that was your agreement and proposal. What are the nationalities of these persons? Because anybody a conflate and a try to trick the public here is this government. Because I don't think the United States would make such a mistake to can't differentiate between skilled workers and deportees. And don't look to see the US respond, because the United States will not throw themselves in a position to look incompetent like how the Jamaica Labour Party and this government have made themselves look so incompetent. How about this? Why not publicize the MOU so we can see the terms and agreement? We can read, and according to Audrey Mark, the person have access to the MOU and them only put out a diplomatic note where she made a proposal to welcome 10,000 deportees. Them only put out that part. Who is this person, Audrey Mark? And if this person have the MOU and you say they could have put it out, that means that it is a public document in the hands of others. So since you are asked the person to publish it, why you don't publish it? Why you don't tell your cabinet members? Why you don't tell your government to publicize it? I don't get what this government is doing, brat. Help me make it make sense. You just talk out of your mouth. Say this person, quote unquote, you never call no name. You say this person have access to the MOU. They chose to put out a section of the diplomatic note. Yeah? And this person could have put out the entire MOU. So if you are saying this, why not doing it? If you are proclaiming this, that this person, quote unquote, could have put out the MOU, that means that it is a public document. It is in the hands of others that you are aware of. So why you who you want to send to prison, Audrey? Why you want to force somebody to put themselves in a trouble, to put something out there and it has not yet been tabled in Parliament? But this is how this government treats matters of national concern. We have seen it with the Integrity Commission report. Whenever things sent to the Parliament, they don't want to table it. There is a reason why they are refusing to table this MOU, because what they told the country would be totally different from what is written in that MOU. Nobody an idiot. Nobody over here I'm no idiot. And that is the reason why Ron Mouchette come out and class the Jamaica Labour Party. Nobody, I'm no idiot. If anybody in the Labour Party, nobody, yeah? I'm no idiot. Not everyone is as dumb. Yeah? And I'm making that very clear. That's why Ron Mouchette come out and I bring on a down. Listen to what Ron say.
The United States, according to Marco Rubio, little Marco, he's sending out the most despicable pedophiles. The people that America don't want. They want to dump these people somewhere.
We want to send you some of the most despicable human beings to your countries. Will you do that as a favor to us? And the further away from America, the better, so they can't come back across the border.
And according to the Jamaican government, we're getting the best of them. We're not getting the worst. We're getting the... Hey, where do people come from, Rasta?
Are you bringing to Jamaica the most despicable, pedophiles, and dangerous people that you have brought?
Turn off your mic. You heard what you said? Why is the government of Jamaica choosing to bring Rubio's pedophile and despicable people? That is the position of the People's National Party.
No, Jamaica. We hear the man. We hear the man say, we're looking somewhere to send the most despicable, like pedophiles, like the most despicable, like the scum of the earth. We're looking somewhere to dump them, and we're looking for countries to take them. Next thing we hear, our country will be taking them. When we say, hold if you take them, then our country's leaders say, shut up, man. You're blowing this out of proportion. We're getting the best people. Like the best people that America wants to get, those are the ones that we're going to get. And why did you say that, Mr. Prime Minister? Why did you say that, Minister of Security? I thought we're getting the worst. We're getting the best ones. The productive ones. Wow!
We've been living on the cloud ever since I've been shaking around.
What a shame and disgrace upon the land. No, Jamaica, this is a serious matter, you know. You hear the United States that they are going to be getting rid of the most violent, vicious, and despicable persons, pedophile, rapists, the most despicable, 10,000 undocumented immigrants. America is going to get rid of them. And Jamaica is going to twist that and say, no. We are going to receive the best of the best. These are skilled workers. But we hear it from the Washington themselves. How Audrey Marks are going to turn this around and say, oh, it's the best. They are skilled workers. But United States tell we say it is 10,000 of the most despicable, pedophile, rapists. They are seeking to get rid of the most despicable. And the government of Jamaica is going to twist that and said, no criminals will be coming here. So let me ask you something. I know the United States said 10,000 of the most despicable they will be trying to get rid of. Who are no rapist, a pedophile, who are no pedophile, a scammer, one a scammer, a murderer, one a murderer, a thief. The most despicable is endless, you know. There's no stipulation or full stop to despicable. Despicable human beings go on and on and on. If you are a thief, you are despicable. If you are a murderer, you are despicable. If you are a rapist, you are despicable. The man said 10,000 of the most despicable human beings they are seeking to get rid of from the United States. And somewhere within that 10,000 despicable, Jamaica will be finding the best of the best. And class them as skilled workers. I want to ask you, under what system you are going to bring them come here? Because you will have to go against the entire system to bring third country nationals here. Majority, I am sure of, are not a part of the Commonwealth. So how that are going to work out, Audrey? How you are going to work it out? How is it that you're going to work it out, Audrey Marks? 10,000 of the most despicable will be coming here. So America, they get rid of the most despicable. And Jamaica say they are the best of the best. So the most despicable of the United States is considered the best in Jamaican terms. Now make I sit down good. Make I sit down good, Jamaica. The most despicable, according to the United States, Jamaica consider them as the best of the best. No, I didn't hear well at all. Morning, Howard. No, I didn't hear well at all. Let me hear one mushette one more time, cause I didn't hear well at all. Let me listen one mushette again.
The United States, according to Marco Rubio, he's sending out the most despicable pedophiles. The people that America don't want. They want to dump these people somewhere.
We want to send you some of the most despicable human beings to your countries. We do that as a favor to us. The further away from America, the better, so they can't come back across the border.
And according to the Jamaican government, we're getting the best of them. We're not getting the worst. We're getting the Hey, where do people come from, Rasta?
Why are you bringing to Jamaica the most despicable, pedophiles, and dangerous people that you abroad?
You turn off the mic. You heard what you said? Why is the government of Jamaica choosing to bring Rubio's pedophile and despicable people? That is the position of the People's National Party.
No, Jamaica. We hear the man say, we're looking somewhere to send the most despicable, like pedophiles, like the most despicable, like this come on the earth. We're looking somewhere to dump them. And we're looking for countries to take them. Next thing we hear is our country will be taking them. When we say, hold if you take them, then our country's leaders say, shut up, man. You're blowing this out of proportion. We're getting the best people. Like the best people that America wants to get, those are the ones that we're going to get. Then why did you say that, Mr. Prime Minister? Why did you say that, Minister of Security? I thought we're getting the worst. We're getting the best ones. The productive ones. Wow!
We are getting the best ones. So of that 10,000 that America is seeking to get rid of, the most violent, vicious, and despicable, pedophiles and rapists, according to Marco Rubio. Somewhere within those violent, vicious, and despicable, Jamaica will be getting the best. So the most violent, vicious, and despicable that America is getting rid of, Jamaica consider them the best of the best. Somebody help me also, please. Somebody please to help me. Here so please. No, me ask somebody to help me right here so to understand the most violent, vicious, despicable, rapist and pedophile America is getting rid of. And Jamaica is saying that these are the best of the best. So the most violent, vicious, and despicable are Jamaica's best? Is that what they are saying? Well, on the people. Me not understand. I have 300 persons over here. I'm in a reach 100,000 yet? No, sir, me have to go take a break right here, so Jamaica. I don't go on better. Tap up the screen. No, sir, I'm not too comfortable. Them a good class here. Tap up the screen, people. Make your